Not much to do at night. It's 8:30 right now. Make the fire big. It's not raining too bad. Enjoy the heat. And later on I'll just go to sleep.
I ain't walking in the rain. Just gonna sleep in. There's lots of firewood here, that's for sure. This is the kind of weather that makes it just miserable enough. The willows and the branches, everything gets wet. Your whole body gets wet.
Morning, day 6. Rainy all morning. Had we kept going last night, we could have stayed here. Doesn't look great. No, I like the other camp better.
Yeah. Probably made the right choice.
Yeah.
I don't know if the trail's over there.
There's a trail here.
Is there?
Straight through.
Big beaver hut, holy Moses.
What's that? Yeah. We lost the trail. Oh, looks like something. People planning to come out here. Yeah. Be prepared for fun.
It's official. I'm soaked. Oh well. It's a losing battle to try and stay dry someday. Even with rain pants or whatever, it seeks through the seams, it leaks through your waist and your body sweat. It's just brutal. We just finished some serious bushwhacking trying to find this trail. Gross.
Good eye, Geoff.
It's endless. The willows are quite endless.
Gets deep right here. Is he taking his shoes off?
Yeah, his boots aren't too wet.
This is what public land looks like. Horse feed, cans of beer, chew, Mio, and that stuff burns. Cans.
Fucking plastic over there. Beer cans. It's fucking people, man. The rain though has finally stopped for a bit and we got some sunshine, which is much needed. I'm just walking along. This is pretty here. Also come to the realization. I've always known, but I think I pushed myself too hard the first few days trying to keep up with the guys. So now it's just I've got to, in order for me to fully enjoy it and get the benefit out of this hike, is just to let people go do what they want to do and not try and keep up. Just focus on what my hike is, which is this. I think I injured myself a little bit trying to keep up and, you know, saying, yeah, you know, a little too gung-ho. But now that I've settled in, I'm enjoying it more. The guys will be up there. I'll see them at Blue Grouse is the next stop, or Brewster's, whatever. But their comfortable hike is a little bit quicker than mine, so that's fine. There's another camp. I think that's the third. The next one is the cabin. Well, there's a horse over there, and there's the cabin. So it looks like there's somebody there. See if he has beer. Hey boys. Hey guys. Good boys. Hey. Right here. I'm right here. There you are. Hey guys. Hello. Good horse.
Alright, we came in to Blue Grouse and did a quick stop, and we had these two fine gentlemen. If you don't mind being on YouTube, what's your name?
Micah.
Micah and?
Tate.
And you guys are with an outfitter in the valley somewhere.
Yeah.
How many days you out here for? Ballpark. Not days, weeks.
October.
Lose track of time. That's their horses out there. So today, their main camp is somewhere out there. They're just, are you kind of an advance party, or are you just feeding the horses by walking in advance of everybody else? You're just feeding the horses, yeah. Even though there's all this feed around, they gotta go an extra 20 miles for the good stuff.
Ooh, you can hear the guys chainsawing up some firewood up there. A couple of young kids from the outfitters. What a cool job. I wish at that age I knew about those.
Stop there to dry up a bit. On our way. I'm at the point where I don't give a shit. I'm going to cross with my boots on. I'm going to take the boots off here and ring them. For a while. Ain't a whole lot of labeling going on. Could have saved time. Day 6 and about 100 kilometers into it.
Feels good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Liar.
No, because we're almost at Brewster's now.
Yeah.
We're over halfway now.
Oh, we're more than halfway.
Yeah. We've got 2 more nights left.
Think about where we are, man. Think about where we are. There ain't a lot of, I mean, we've seen 2 other guys, that's something, but there ain't too many humans around here. We're far from home, man. The noise, but this is what it's like. It's been like for 2 days now. It's just, the willows are tall as a man. And that there is Brewster's Wall.
This is the Brewster's Wall Camp. Tree house up there. Pretty big.
Filled up the fire. We got here early, we're done eating. I gotta do a little hamming. Hands took a beating. All you ladies impressed at Marty's sewing. Sorry ladies, I'm taken. You'd have to fight Karen for me. She fights me. Right, babe?
This is the end of day 6.
Brewster's Wall.
Hey Marty, how was your day?
Miserable. Especially in the morning, we just got going, nice dry boots, and within minutes, like, the willows were as tall as a man, everything was hitting us, the water was dripping down the pants, the mud on the trail. It was a tedious day. I don't know why we do it.
Because of what we just already done.
Because we can claim we've hiked 100 kilometers in 6 days, and now I'm having a whiskey. Did you go for a toilet hunt?
I think you went to wash. Yeah, my thing is we did all that work on 6 days, but we've gone through so much already that it's pretty damn hard. We've made it through unscathed, and we're on the home stretch now, so
Yep.
it'll be a good trip when it's all said and done.
We're laughing. Everybody's quiet around camp, but had a hard day today. We came up a willow-infested valley, and we were fording creeks constantly. We must have done 6 or 7 fords, which is nothing. And it was raining, so I think that's what made it worse. Tomorrow we have a section going up to Glacier Pass where we have upwards of 30 fords to do tomorrow. So I think for all of us it'll probably mean the boots will be staying on, but if it's a sunny day it won't be a problem because we'll be nice and warm. Hopefully. It's a long day. It's our longest day tomorrow.
Yep.
What are you making, Geoff?
Add a bit more lemon to my whiskey.
Yeah.
Wasn't enough.
JT, you're not drinking?
Done.
Done.
For tonight.
Yeah. It's going to be an early night again. There always
All right,
are.
I'm in my bed. It is 9:45, and just if anybody's wondering, I brought a 4°C sleeping bag, which is 40 Fahrenheit. And it's okay. It's a bit chilly, but it's okay. But I think another week or two from now and it would not be enough. So, but it is what it is. All right, folks, this is day 6 is over. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, the next day, again, another, not a short day, but a miserable day. The next day was miserable. You know, right off the bat, we lost the trail. And we're walking through, you know, as you leave the pass, you enter the forest, and we're walking, and we're heading towards Blue Grouse. And
The one thing about this trail is it's very, very hard to walk on from start to finish. Horses have beat this trail down, and it goes like this all the time. I'm not talking about like that, but you take one step and it drops, take one step and it goes up, take one step and it drops, and you get to be wary of it, and you're always looking down to see where your feet are. And what's a shame is you kind of miss your peripheral views and all that kind of stuff, and then losing the trail is kind of, it's just par for the course. I mean, I also say once in a while, it's like, yeah, this isn't a hike with Marty if you're not bashing through some kind of lost trail. Like it's just not one of those hikes.
sun over the horizon, we see Blue Grouse. I see Blue Grouse cabin, and it's not shuttered. So shuttered means, you know, there's wood over the windows, so it's not shuttered, which from a distance I can tell, which lets me to know that there's people there. And as I walk up onto the cabin, I have these 2 young kids come out towards us, and fascinating story, because these kids are I say kids, you know, they're whatever, 18, 20, 21 years old, but they're part of a larger outfitter in the area who sent them ahead of a larger party, and they're out there, and their purpose is to sort of make sure the trail is cleared, feed the horses, set up the tent, and scope out, get prepared for hunting when the outfitter brings his clients. So you could tell they were happy to talk to us. We were happy to talk to them. They were using the cabin, you know, they were so accommodating. I mean, they wanted to make a fire to make sure we were dry because we were soaking wet. But at that point, nothing was going to dry. We just, you know, we stopped there for a quick break. But those young guys are going to be there like into September, even October. So pretty amazing to see kids in their early 20s so self-sufficient. Really, really awesome kids.
I'm thinking, thank God. Need a bit of a break. And I'm also thinking, is that cabin open? Because now we're in the Willmore, where if it's open, as far as I know, you're allowed to stay there because they don't lock them. And then I see JT look over to his left and kind of do one of these, and I look over to where he's looking at, and there's an animal there. It didn't freak me out because I saw the tail go like this. I'm like, that's a horse. I'm like, that means there's people at the cabin. That means maybe they have beer. Oddly enough, that was my first thought, was, do they have beer? And then it opens up in this field, and you get a little sense of adrenaline rush, like, ooh, what's over here? And then you start motoring along, you say hi to the horses.
And then when we left that cabin, you know, we rounded around, and 10 kilometers later, we're at Brewster's wall.
And Brewster's Wall is not off the main is not on the main trail. You have to hike 1.8 kilometers from the main trail to Brewster's Wall. So we did it, and to be honest, it was disappointing, but we were so tired at that point we couldn't go any further. We should. So Brewster's Wall, there's a lake, and then there's another little lake higher up, little tarn lake, and we stayed at the bigger one. We didn't have any fantastic views, lots of bugs, it's wet, kind of disappointing. Not everything about a trip can be fantastic. You know, sometimes you get these low moments or whatever. So it wasn't exactly perfect, but still glad I went, and gave us an opportunity to dry up a little bit. But at that point, to be honest, I wasn't looking forward to the next day.
We continued on after having a break and chatting with the two kids there. Oh, and as it turns out, they were a party of 4, and the 2 people that weren't there, we actually, for some reason, had completely passed each other on the way of us losing a trail. They might have taken a lower line or a higher line. We just didn't see them. At some point we passed each other, and neither of us saw each other. But we continued on after that. We tried to do a trail that was off the side of the cabin. That wasn't going to work out, so we actually took an established trail, and that was a long hike. I mean, it was a rewarding one though, because there was a lot less willows to bush through.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't bring Tika. I don't think Tika would have done well on a trip of that length. What would have been annoying for Tika is that she would have been down and low, and she couldn't see above. She couldn't see where she's going. She would have been kind of buried in the willows, so she wouldn't have seen where she was going.
Yeah, I was tired. My feet were hurting a lot. I started developing like some pain on my Achilles on one of them. We got to the horse camp at Brewster, but there's another camp actually at the wall where you can actually see the wall. The camp where we were at was just all treed in, and you couldn't see anything, not even the little lake that's there. JT did want to say, you know, while we're here, we may as well walk another half hour to come up and just check out the campsite. We can camp there, and if it doesn't work, we'll come back. By that point, you know, I rarely say, you know, yeah, that's it for me, but at that point I was just like, no, I'm not going. I put my foot down on that one.
I was done too. We were both done.